Absolutely. And I think some of those behaviors might need to be sort of codified with teams. So we will do a sort of way of working piece of work with lots of our teams, and then we formulate what often we call like a thematic goal or a team charter. And that's maybe just specific for that team. It's not something that's branded up and publicized anywhere, but it's kind of these are the behaviors in light of that really good meeting that we're going to push into for the next 6 months. And we'll
Mm.
review them. And it may be that where we get to in 6 months means the behaviors we need from that point into the next 6 months might need to be quite different. So it's quite changeable.
Mm.
So there might be a kind of formal codification of behaviors. But I think some of them, as well as leaders, are just really personal and don't necessarily need to be told to anyone, but do need to be actioned. So I'll give you one example. I'm working all the time on getting better at accountability, and there's tons more to learn. But I think one area that I have sort of developed a reasonable proficiency in is I'm super intentional when it comes to things like follow up. So in my calendar, I'm very intentional about putting in a little 15-minute kind of slot, just saying, "Hey, give Paul a nudge," or check in with that team in Romania, and they're
Mhm.
all over my calendar. I put them in not as sort of marked as busy, but as open, so they're not going to affect my day-to-day work because people can still book calls in those slots. But they're just there, scattered through the coming weeks and months, because I know full well that if I don't have them in there, I might well forget.
Mm.
If they are in there, they're just a nudge. And the great thing is, a nudge to someone can be a text message, it can be a short voice note, and we leave quite a lot of WhatsApp voice notes for some of the people we coach that I think they really appreciate. It could just be a two-line email, but these things aren't big. They're a 10-second little intervention, 30 seconds here. But I think the
Mhm.
value cumulatively is massive. Um,
Yeah.